G'day, mate.
G'day. How you going? What shall I call you today?
Well, let's just go with my TikTok name, Outta Town, bro.
Out of town and out of town. I like OT.
OT.
Yeah, I told you before. OT. I like the sound of it.
OT's like pretty OD.
OD.
Yeah.
It's a bit OP.
OP. OG, bro.
OG. OG.
Yeah, OG.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty nervous. Can't lie, man.
Man, I'm feeling, honestly, tired.
I definitely feel tired.
Yeah, just tired.
I'm gonna check how good this mic is. See if it gets a nice ASMR sound.
Mate, I can hear it from here.
I know you can.
What a beautiful sound that is, mate. Oh, man. Busy day, hey?
Yeah, man, I don't know where to begin. I probably would say when you woke me up.
Yeah. I'm glad you woke up, man. I was about to barge in your room today. Man, I don't want to see this guy naked or anything. Like,
That nearly happened today.
yeah. Oh, yeah, didn't it? Oh, no. Yeah.
Damn.
We'll just let the viewers wonder what happened there. We'll just wait to talk about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Went in for my room for, I can't even remember, but yeah. Man, this has been a long time of planning and trying to, I guess, work on our social media, man.
We've been talking about a podcast since Spud Shed, bro.
Yeah, that was, damn, it's like, what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
Nah, it got to be longer for sure.
Longer?
Was it? Was it 18, was I?
18?
Yeah.
I was, I believe, 19. I believe it was the first month of COVID.
Yeah.
I remember it, you know. Not
God,
like it was yesterday. But I remember when COVID first hit and people didn't know what it was, and it seemed to not be real. And I remember applying for jobs then.
Yeah.
I hadn't really had a real job, just cashies, man. And got a phone call, started Spud Shed, but I was in Queensland wrestling.
Yeah.
And the borders were about to be closed. I had like 1 day to fly back in WA. Came back in and started my job. I believe it was March 2020, man.
Yeah.
So 5 years.
March. Okay.
That's when I started. You started a little bit before me, didn't you?
Yeah, it must have been February. I think it was February.
February.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I remember you labelling all the salmon.
Yeah, I was that guy just in the corner.
Yeah, in
just
the corner.
labelling salmon.
And I got to use the pallet jack right along, and I feel like I got some bad looks from you when that happened.
Man, I thought you were gonna say that because I was mad jealous, bro. I was like, who the hell is this guy? First day gets to jump on an electric pallet jack. Like, I want to do that. I'm just standing here, freezing my ass off labeling salmon, and this guy gets to go on the pallet jack, man.
Yeah.
That's BS, man.
Look, when you're good at your job, you get rewarded.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, man, like, I think the whole thing of this whole Chiller Mates is we were mates, but we worked harder than anyone in that company at that time. And I mean, you'd probably agree with the same statement.
We became friends at work, like years ago, and we've become even better mates since then. Like, not a lot of people make friends nowadays, you know, like that. Yeah,
man. I mean, we've experienced our 20s together.
Yeah.
Which is, it's incredible, man.
Yeah, my 20s, man. You were there when I turned 20, 21.
22, 23.
My first clubbing experience, everything, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Drinking and smoking.
Yeah. Woof. Yeah, we've surely had our ups. We've had our downs, though.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud though. Like, I mean, like, a lot of friends, like, friendships end over small things, you know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we've stood the test of time, I would say.
Yeah.
We've had times where we haven't talked for a while.
Yeah.
And I think we both didn't like each other at some points there.
Yeah.
And that's fair, man. I mean, we were...
Yeah, it's getting deep already, man. I wasn't expecting this, man.
No.
But
Just-
now you're making me nervous, man.
I think we're in our 20s, we're
Yeah.
males, we've just got a lot of testosterone, and sometimes we have a bad day and we take it out on each other.
Oh, no, I was definitely weird.
Yeah.
I grew up a weirdo. Like, I did not grow up properly, man.
Me,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say me either, you know.
Yeah. Oh, man.
We going that deep, aren't we?
Yeah, even deeper, man.
Even deeper.
Just a snippet, though.
Just a snip.
Just a little snippet, alright? I was a weirdo. I was like hella like this, like at work, like don't talk to me, you know. And like when we became friends, like I never had friends, so I just didn't know how to maintain friendships.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I just didn't know what having a friend was like. I used to think I didn't deserve having a good friend, bro. That's why I was like trying to push people away, you know.
No, everyone deserves to have a good friend in life, man. I mean, you're a great friend.
Yeah, so are you, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a long time ago. So was that your first job? Like,
I had a job at Hungry Jack's.
yeah, I remember
Yeah.
you telling me it wasn't for long.
Nah, that was like around the 2 years before I got that Spud Shed job. I was working in Hungry Jack's. That was the time I sort of ran away from my mum, went to go live with my grandma, and then back to my mum. And then I had enough of that side of the family, so I quit like the school I went to. I quit the job I was working at Hungry Jack's and went to go live with my nan on the other side of the city.
Yeah.
And that sort of like was my journey, and it was really depressing. Like I was alone, and I never went outside of my room for 2 years straight. And I was like such a hardcore video gamer, as you can tell with the background there. The gaming laptop and desk and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could tell that my nan was getting upset, and that like I was getting real close to getting in a lot of trouble with my nan.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got a good sweet setup. You had a sweet setup back then? Or?
Yeah, dude, it was even better, man. It was even better.
No wonder Nan was angry.
No, she wasn't angry about like me selling my good setup, but she was angry because I was unemployed and it looked really bad. Like I don't even blame my nan, because I was like, it looked like I had no hope, bro.
Yeah.
There was no life going for me. I had no life, no job, no hobby, and I literally started printing out resumes from a library, and with what little pocket money I had left, and walked for hours applying for jobs in person.
Yep.
All because of the respect I had for my nan. And she never told me. She always politely asked me to get a job, and I felt so much pressure to not disappoint my nan.
Man, and you just put that under yourself.
Yeah, and I just walked out there. I went out of my bubble, went out of my comfort zone, and just went in person to every place nearby and applied for a job.
Damn, and Spudshed was the one.
Walked in the delivery area.
Yeah.
Adrian, good mate.
Yeah,
Legend
Adrian.
guy. Legendary.
Wait, shout out to Adrian.
Adrian, love you, bro.
Love ya.
Yeah. Every workplace needs an Adrian, man. Certified forklifter.
Every place needs an Adam as well.
Don't get me started, bro.
Could do a whole video on Adam.
My workplace needs an Adam, then I'm becoming him.
That's not a good thing.
No, probably not, yeah. Yeah. Or Nelly, bro. Nelly was awesome.
Nelly was awesome, man. I mean, when I look back at that time, I still remember sort of getting you into having your first drinks and other experiences we had our first, going night clubbing, having cigarettes.
Yeah.
We've been there. But I also remember talking about the Book of Jules with you when we went out for a drink at a pub.
Yeah. When did we start making content together, bro?
I can't remember. I just remember the nights with you, me, and you got me to meet Morgan.
Oh,
From-
that night.
That
I remember
night,
that, yeah.
yep. That night in Fremantle. Never met the bloke, but just got on the piss, as we do as Aussies.
Yeah, that brought us together one fateful night.
I believe the first episode was the first thing we ever filmed, didn't we?
But, like, didn't we do stuff before that? I swear we did something, like...
I'm not sure, man. Like, unless you went back and have a look, I can't remember anything except that parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Like, after the wrestling show, or
Yes,
I remember we went and did something at the bowling place, like, as a draft for the Book of Jules.
Yes, I do remember that too. Yeah.
That's far out. Yeah, I'm trying to go far back, but it's hard.
Yeah, I don't know, do you still even have footage of that draft?
Yeah. I found it on Google Photos a while back. I got like, bro, it looks so sus that I have 200 photos of you wrestling in my Google Photos for that one scene we did.
Oh, and I was shirtless that whole scene, wasn't I?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I think, we did the Book of Jules, right? Like episode 1 to episode something. And then we did the 4 episode thing, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
What was that all about? Because now I'm forgetting stuff.
So I believe, this is breaking kayfabe a bit. But at the time, I believe I was planning to leave wrestling or whatever happened at the time. It was getting close to like my last match at the time.
Did we establish that you're a wrestler, by the way?
I don't know if we did.
No, I don't think we did. Just a quick 15-second rundown. This is Jules Canan, also known as Julian Buchanan. Jules Canan is his wrestling name. He does wrestling. He's been doing wrestling for over 15 years or so.
15 years? No.
No, I thought it was since you were 15.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's it, yeah. How old are you now?
Me, I'm 24 now.
24.
Yeah.
This guy has been doing wrestling for a long time. He's a veteran for sure.
I mean, yes, no, like the matches I've done don't rack up to anything like people do in the States.
Yeah.
But man, I feel like I've lived and breathed wrestling. I've been watching it since I was 4 years old, started at 15 professionally, taking a year off, for a break, taking another year off due to injury and due to even mental health at one stage. But I mean, next year is 10 years, man, in the business. And that's crazy. I feel like I was just a kid just like finding out what professional wrestling was. But when we'll go back to the Book of Jules.
So yeah, we did Book of Jules because you're a wrestler.
Yes.
And we did this was it a wrestling show that you were going to? Or was this just...
I believe at the time I had been going through a bit of mental health and a lot of different issues all at once, and I was planning to drop the belts.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something on my break, and that was to do promos and work on something that I believe I was weak at myself. And that was what the project of the Book of Jules was, all the way from 1 to 7 to make a return.
Yeah.
And then the return didn't really work out. And there's a lot of factors to that, especially on me.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't get in shape by the end of that, which I should have.
Yeah. So, we made a online series called The Book of Jules for basically outlining your whole story in wrestling.
Yeah, basically the premise is each episode focuses on each part of my career, each era, each gimmick, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But it focuses on each part of my wrestling career. And then I sort of got kind of not really cancelled, but a lot of backlash. I believe it was episode 6.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that, dude.
Yeah.
That was so controversial in your world, bro. You had it rough, man. Like, all those wrestlers, like, it felt like the whole world was against you, dude. I remember that. Like, it was like nobody liked you or something.
I definitely feel like it at that time.
Well, that's how, like, it sounded, man.
But, man, like, if you take it from an outside perspective, I was doing my job. I wanted to try and be such a dick
Yeah.
that it would have people hating me. I was trying to work the fans, not the people that are behind the scenes. And I seemed to make everyone believe that I had this hatred and everything. And I mean, I had conversations with a lot of people that liked it, disliked it, but bro, we killed off my mate Corns in the episode before. You know,
Corns,
it was
oh man,
it was literally just all a piss take. You know what I mean? And man, there were some things that were real.
There were some meaningful episodes for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, some of the things I said were real. Some of the things weren't. It was blurring the lines. But I mean, if you know me personally, you will know what is real and what's not. But I mean, those little 4 episodes we filmed, that was really fun.
Man, my favourite episode has to be the one where we rented out a hostel room and we printed out like hundreds of little pictures of your wrestling like matches and sprayed it all across the wall. And that was like, you're meant to be a psyche scene where you just like go crash out and go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, at the time, I think I cut all my hair off as well.
Man, I think we were on like a whole nother level back then, man.
Yeah, we filmed in a hotel.
Yeah.
We hired one out. Just, I spent about nearly $1,000 editing. That was crazy.
Whoa, you never told me that, man. What?
No, yeah.
$1,000? What?
Yeah.
What?
Good mate from New South Wales, Brock. He edited all my videos for me. Did a fantastic job. Beautiful job adding all the music, colouring, and I mean,
I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry, man. I failed you, man. Fuck. Yeah.
That was a lot of money back then. I mean, I think I got gear done as well and got logos. I got a new entrance theme.
That type of money would probably be worth a lot more back then than it is now.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
These financial times, eh?
Yeah. Cheers to
Cheers
that.
to that, eh?
Cost of living. All right.
You know, you look at things like back when we grew up to now, like buying milk and bread is not cheap.
No.
Just your basics are not the cheap things.
Oh, you know what video we made before all that wrestling stuff?
What's that?
Your 21st birthday food fight.
Yes, I remember that.
The bags of food we bought back then that covered like this whole table cost $60. Fill a trolley.
$60.
I remember exactly $64 it cost to fill that whole trolley at Spud Shed.
Man, I didn't know that.
We bought like 3 cartons of eggs, milk, a cake. We bought like 2 bags of potatoes. Bro, it literally cost $64. I remember at the cashier, like, I was just shocked that back then.
That is crazy. Imagine how much you would spend now making a video like that.
Man, easily over 100 just to buy that food.
That was a fun video as well, man.
That was I think that might be the start, really, of everything.
Yeah, the start of Chiller Mates. Look,
Oh, yeah, that was a Chiller Mates video too.
I believe the Chiller Mates is still on Instagram.
So if you guys don't know, as you can tell by the name of the channel, it's called Chiller Mates. And we actually made some content for Chiller Mates years ago. And then we ended up like deleting the channel. So Chiller Mates has been a thing for a long time.
So I believe this was actually our first video. Do you remember that? Kuji?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Yes.
bro. Holy moly, man. What? Wait, is that the old Instagram?
Yeah, that's the old Instagram,
Bro,
bro.
I didn't even know it was still there. Do you still have access to that?
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe I would have to look back at it, bro. Well, that you remember that one, eh?
Holy crap. Oh, the noodles! Bro, that was the start, bro. Oh my goodness, man. You're taking me back, man.
I mean, You can probably zoom in or edit this after, but there's me and Dom. And Steve back in the day. And this is some of the wild stuff we came up with back then.
Damn, man. Holy moly.
Wow, look at the garden.
Yeah, I remember seeing that picture a few days ago, man. It's so green, eh?
I didn't know I had that garden looking that good. Look at you, man, like a beast.
Bro, honestly, like, I look back at that and it was so wacky, bro, what we were doing, but it's awesome.
That was really, really wacky.
Yeah.
I feel like living in Australia, like it might be the same as everywhere else, but it's like this stigma of, oh, you're doing weird stuff online. Even this, you know, some of our family members would be like, what are you doing?
Oh, man. I agree with you completely, man. Like, I feel like it's hard to go against the norm in Australia.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the old timers, and not even just that, just like my family members, like I can't even tell them about this podcast because I'll get weird looks. Some people wouldn't even understand what we're doing. And they just think you're weird or like they wouldn't understand it, so they won't have anything nice to say about it.
I mean, I think that's been the big issue why we stop and start a lot of our projects. It's motivation and it's that feeling of like, oh, I'm going to upload this and what are people going to think?
Oh, yeah, man. And if we're involving people that we know, like, I would rather not show my nan this, my auntie this, my dad. Some people could care less, but really, like, people around you can put you down or just not care at all, you know? And, if I was to show this to my pop, man, he would call me a donkey boy. He'd be like, donkey boy, what are you doing?
I still remember the only time I've ever met your pop.
Yeah.
Should I tell the story about...
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah. When you...
Shit.
Drifting. Speed.
One night there...
Crashing.
Sorry, I got hungry.
It's okay. So, one night there, I believe it was 2021, I was working at the Dome because I took a shift the next day. But I believe we were at the gym. You'd picked me up. That was sweet. And then you wanted to learn how to do a handbrakey. This is where it all goes downhill. I taught you how to do a handbrakey and man, like...
Wait, can I explain the start?
Yeah. Look,
like, on how I got to your house?
Yeah, if you can remember, I can't remember.
I don't think you were working at Spotshit at the time, hey? You were like at the butchers, Mad Butchers, I think.
I was at the butchers, the Mad Butchers, till like the end of maybe February or January, and then I took a bit of a break and worked at that pallet place. And then I think I took a break again and worked at the Dome. It could have been around that period.
Because I remember I had that Barina, I think, that was before Spearwood. But look, never mind that. I remember, for whatever reason, you weren't around for that whole day. And I think I was working. And I remember just being so bored at work. When I got off, I felt so happy. I don't even know what I did. I might have went to the gym, but for some reason, I got in my car, flat-footed it through the highway as fast as I could, and I came up with this idea. What if me and Jules did handbrake drifting in a quiet area and just did donuts? Because it was always my dream to do donuts. And keep in mind, I had a Holden Barina. So you can't really do donuts in that.
I remember us going to the gym, and then after the gym, you went for a drive. I don't know where you went, bro. But you just decided, Jules, I'm not dropping you home tonight. We're going to have a bit of fun.
Oh, I think I remember that place that, the whole incident happened.
Yes.
I remember before I picked you up, I found that place. And
So-
that's when I decided because it looked like a secluded road, you know?
Bro, from my perspective,
Yeah.
and we have not talked about this, all I remember is going to the gym and I thought you just wanted to go for a random drive and you found this place and you randomly thought of doing a handbrakey there. I didn't know you had this all set in motion before you saw me.
Oh, bro, that's why I was ready to do it. Because I found the place for it.
Yeah.
I was like, this would be amazing to just floor it as fast as I could and do handbrakies. I got to get Jules involved. So I drove to your house, and then I remember being so excited, bro. And I don't even think you were ready for it. You just
No.
I think you just came
Bro.
into my car.
Yeah, getting ready to nearly die, bro. No, we nearly died that day. That is literally a near-death experience.
That was, yeah. But we're laughing about it now. So,
Well, I mean, yeah. I just remember, I think you were going 70 or 80, and I just said to you there was this big bend coming up. I was like, Dom, don't do it. If it was me, I'd crash this car. Whatever you do, don't dare pull that handbrakey. And I swear, as soon as we got to that bend, and I'm like, don't do it, you must have went in your head, yeah, do it. Because you just went boom straight away as I soon said it. And then we're flipping, and I'm like, yep, we're going for a flip.
yeah, well, to add further context to that, we attempted in a nice area where you can totally drift. We attempted to try and drift a Holden Barina in a undeveloped area, and then it wasn't working out. When I got behind the wheel, I decided, let's just go as fast as this car can physically go down this really dodgy road that goes in the middle of bushes, and you can't see other cars coming forward, and it's like a single lane road.
Yeah.
And I decided, I'm gonna go as fast as we can. I remember flat flooring it, and then the road just looked very bendy at some point.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
really bendy, and I was scared for my life.
I didn't see it coming. And I do remember you telling me to not pull that handbrake.
Yeah.
And I remember we were coming up on this bend at like 130, bro.
Yeah.
130
something
kilometers
like
an
that.
hour. I remember the dash, bro. It was
Do
like
you remember?
130.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
And then we saw this bend coming, and I was like, man, I don't think the foot brake's gonna work. I just went for the handbrake, man. For some reason, my feet were just too like cold turkey. And then so that happened. Then we ended up, thankfully, not wrapping ourselves around a tree, or me wrapping ourselves around a tree. That handbrake took us off the road, and as we got off the road, we started spinning around like that for a few times. Like it would.
I remember the car rotating. I remember
man.
being upside down and just looking at you and saying, "Fuck you!" And I had learned how to do the forklift, so I had like the position like I was in a forklift because I didn't know what to do, and I'm holding on and I'm like, "Fuck you!" while we're like flipping upside down like a movie, bro.
Yeah, I just remember you like going Dom, and I was like just in shock. I was like this, like what the hell is happening? And the car was just spinning and spinning, and then it slowed down. The car just slowed, and then it came to a stop. And all I remember is like it slowed down, it almost like stopped, and then it tipped over. The car just went from being like flat to tipped.
We flipped that car. Do you not remember that?
No, man, no way. The car actually was doing a flip. It was rotating. Like
100% it flipped.
the car was literally like rotating like a microwave.
I swear, I remember being upside down and flipping the car 3 times.
No, I don't. I only remember the car flipping right at the end of doing that. Like just like microwaves, like turning around, like just spinning around. that way.
Man, whatever happened, we span. And
Yeah.
I just remember laying in smashed glass.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking up at you like this on the floor.
Whoa.
And then you've just like full on hit the fucking steering wheel. And you're like, oh. And I'm thinking, I'm glad to be alive right now.
I remember looking down at you like Are you okay, bro? Like, I was at the top, you were at the bottom, and I was looking down like, fuck, I couldn't see your arm. I could just see the, like, window smashed.
Yeah.
And I thought you lost your arm, bro. I was so scared that you were gonna, like, you were dead or bleeding, bro. I was, like,
Yeah.
freaking out. And then when we figured out we're still alive, I remember climbing out of the car.
Yeah.
And then we tried to flip it.
I mean, you're gonna sell that car very soon after, I'm pretty sure.
I was hoping we could just drive away.
I wish we could have.
I wish we could have.
And then I met your pop,
Yeah.
and I tried to defend you, but man, that was not happening.
Oh, you can't with my family, bro. As soon as they see I do something like that, you just gotta sit there and take it, bro.
I mean, the next day after that, I went straight to work at the Dome, got called in, which was insane. I probably shouldn't have done that at that time. I mean, afterwards, shortly after you joined FIFO and got this beautiful house. So it all worked out in the end.
Yeah, well, I'm alive. I got another car. I got a house. Not to flex.
Man, I remember, you know, I don't remember everything that was going on with you at the time, but I remember you were sleeping in your car for nearly a year, and for a good period of that, you're staying out the front of my house, so you had somewhere safe to stay.
I was sleeping in my car for 3 years, bro.
3 years.
Yeah.
Man.
And yeah, I slept in a lot of places, and for a long time it was in front of your house, bro. It was probably the most, I don't know, interesting time of my life. Very interesting.
It was
Very
an interesting
depressing.
time. Yeah. Oh man, well, you got a beautiful house now. It was worth it.
Yeah. Honestly, bro, I am in a different period of life. Like, I see life differently now than I saw it back then. Because I was pretty miserable. Living in a car sucks.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah.
Like, yeah, you have being sick in a car, getting COVID in a car. You have literally getting diarrhea. You have to deal with that living in a car. So, yeah, it was pretty depressing, man. And now that I got this house, it's like I feel like I can be a normal human being. Like, I got my own place.
When you had diarrhea, what did you do? What did you have to do, like, in that situation? Like
Diarrhea?
what is your toughest times living in that car?
This is about to get gross, man. Diarrhea, man. Don't eat fast food every day, please. Please, for the love of anything, for the love of God, do not eat McDonald's every single day. It will kill you. Like, the food would not come out of me, bro, with all that fast food. I remember getting so sick after eating KFC, and then eating McDonald's straight after that. I would literally have stomach pains and aches, and I would feel constipated, but I couldn't go to the toilet. So I parked up in front of a petrol station, the one up there, for like 8 hours a day, bro, sitting there. And when I had diarrhea that one time, I just kept going in and out every 5 minutes. Just to do one little poo, and then go back in my car, feel sick again, and go back and do another one.
Man, did anyone ever, like, question you or talk to you or give you looks or...
I was avoiding that. I was avoiding all forms of communication because I love staying in one spot and I don't want that to change. So the people that work there back then still work there. They recognize me. Like, the lady literally looked at me when I didn't have my gas card or something for a discount, and she says, "Don't worry, you can use mine. I've seen you before," and all that. Like, they know me for sure. But I just, they never spoke to me. They just gave me looks, like weird looks, bro.
Damn, that's a really rough time, man. That was a rough time for myself at the time too. I remember stacking on a few injuries. I remember tearing my arm and tearing my groin. That was definitely a rough period for us both, in our own ways, of course. I mean, living in a car, man, that's really rough.
Yeah, I don't recommend it, but I did save a lot of money, so I kind of miss that.
Yeah. Especially now in these days.
Ooh, tell me about it. Ah, man, for sure. I remember, you don't wrestle anymore, don't you? I don't think we talked about that.
Talk about what?
Your injury, your wrestling.
My injury?
Yeah.
No. No, we haven't. I don't think I've even talked about it.
We don't have to go into a long conversation because I know you want to save that for a video, but you haven't been wrestling for a while, have you?
No, so I believe last month was 1 year since my last match in Queensland. I mean, it's been a rough up and down time. I'm going to do a video covering it, obviously. I mean, I haven't really talked about it for a long time either, and that's a bit of uncomfortability, and it's hard to talk about things like that, especially I was doing so well, man, for a period there, and then I had my setbacks. Nothing prepared me for setbacks and injury. Yeah. I got, tearing my knee, having a surgery, having a shower on a chair, getting overweight, getting naked with a little, plastic bag on your leg, doing that every day, struggling to even walk to the toilet. It was rough. It was really rough. Other people have gone through that, but the setbacks were the hardest thing because it's like setback and you got to do this again. Setback, you've got to go through this again. And I mean, at this stage right now, I've got 2 more surgeries. Yeah. It was supposed to just be 1 surgery to start with everything, but just over time, wear and tear. And yeah, I'm at this point now of a little break in my life and not so lost, but more, I guess I've got all these open doors in a room, bro, and now I don't know which door to go through. There's a lot of opportunities in a crappy situation.
That's a real, sad part, I feel, for your situation, man, because, that whole open doors thing, oh, man, that is so relatable, man. Holy moly, when you have a life purpose, bro, or something you dedicate to, or something that you identify with, like wrestling. Wrestling was your whole purpose, it's everything for you, right? And now that you have an injury and you can't even do it, man, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I try to keep my brain occupied as much as I can, but there's only so much that everyone can really do. No one can help me, The only one that can help me is a doctor putting a knife to my skin. So I can't really help myself, only to some degree. It's just more taking it day by day, man, and focusing on small goals, focusing on new goals. And, man, I have lived, breathed wrestling, like I said before, it's been 21 years of wrestling in my own life. And, man, looking back, I was lucky to be able to be a not bad wrestler, I'm not going to hype myself up, but to want to have a dream and to grow up watching something and to be able to actually do it yourself. I've had amazing journeys traveling all around this country. You've even been with me for one of the trips. Yeah. And
that was awesome.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And for it to get stripped away from you, man, it's hard. But I'm grateful that I was able to do what I wanted to do. Not everyone can say that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not on worldwide television or anything like that. Yeah. But at the very least, I can die saying I tried to some degree.
Well, you got to actually wrestle in front of crowds. You got to tour a little bit. You got to live the whole wrestling lifestyle, bro.
To some degree.
I mean, that's it, man. I almost envy that. I love your passion for it, bro. Because to me, that's how my life feels now, living in this house.
Yeah.
My whole dedication to life and passion was building this. And now that I got this, it's like, now the doors are open. As you said. And like you, oh man, you got to live your dream. You got to actually work in it, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's totally different watching it on TV to actually being in a ring with fans in the crowd and the interactions and the whole lifestyle, traveling, going on planes, wrestling all different sorts of people. I mean, wrestling is the most diverse thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. It doesn't compare to like workplaces, schooling, all those things. I swear, in professional wrestling, I've met people of all ages. I've had mates that I've gone to their 40th. You know, especially growing up young in wrestling, it helped make me grow up a lot quicker in a lot of ways.
Bro, I feel you're so mature, bro. Like the first day I met you, I was like, man, this guy, man, he's so mature, bro. I feel like I feel a little bit insecure, man. Like I'm a little kid, man.
Look, we all have our moments. I can be a little kid if I want to.
Fuck, man.
But man, a lot of diversity. I mean, I've met a lot of people with a lot of races, you know, even different genders, all those sort of things. It's just the most diverse thing I've ever been in, and it's been a wonderful experience. Everybody I've met thousands of people around this country.
But you know what, bro? It's not the end for you.
No.
It's not. Look, you might have a lot of recovery to do, but man, you're going to get back on that high horse, man. You will.
Yeah.
You 100% will.
I mean, I'll definitely save this for the video.
Yeah. We're getting a bit deep into it.
Getting a bit
yeah.
too deep.
But, all right, let's do one more topic, shall we?
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to be an arsehole, but like...
Oh, no. I don't need to talk about myself the whole video, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is not the Jules Canan show.
It's the Chiller Mate.
Chiller mate.
Yeah. No, we're going to dap after that.
Yeah, we got to dap.
Too lazy to stand up, but that was sick.
That was great.
Yeah.
I mean, all I can ask, OT.
I still get weirded out when I'm not called my name, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not used to it. I never was, man. But today I'm OT.
I mean, I've always been Jules Canan since I was 15. And I know I've got friends and family and people that are close and personal, but Julian Buchanan, you know. Buchanan. Yeah, well, I mean, previously Julian Catanzaro, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah. But I mean, it's nice to get yourself out of the bubble. And I was going to ask you, OT, like, what achievements do you feel like you've achieved and what do you want to achieve?
Ooh, that's a good question, man.
Oh, yeah.
What do I feel like I've achieved?
And what do you want to achieve out of life from this day on?
From this day on, I want to have fun. Yeah.
Have fun.
Life is boring, man. I just want to have fun.
Yeah. No, it's pretty sweet and simple.
Yeah. I want to keep it at that.
I mean, yeah, it's fair. What do you feel like you've achieved to this day?
Look, materialistic thing, this room, this house that we're in, I feel like I've achieved, that's my biggest achievement. Not only does this house represent something that is not easy for us young people to get, it also represents my hard work and dedication. And I want you guys to know that if you just put your head down, it will take maybe months, it will take maybe years, but you can do it. You can achieve this. I'm telling you, you can. And now that I've achieved this is my greatest achievement. Now I'm working towards a new achievement. And if I can get a house, then I can go walk towards my next achievement.
Hell yeah, man.
What that achievement is, I can't say. I don't know.
I feel like your story sort of intertwines with my story, man, a lot. Because I remember at that time when we were nearly at the end of the Spud Shed days and we had a fair bit of money saved aside and we didn't know what we were going to do. I mean, we didn't really know about house loans or anything at that time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't anyway. And I remember spending like $8,000 traveling and wrestling around the country.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get a financial advisor. And I'm like,
What? I forgot about that, eh?
yeah. And I'm sitting there like, wow, I could have just spent all my money on a house when I was only 21. And I mean, I definitely don't regret it, because looking back, traveling this country, wrestling, meeting all the people I did, man, that's one of the most best experiences of my life.
I think that's the thing about me. Like, I was on some different stuff back then. Back then, I was like, all right, how do I invest in stocks? How do I do this crypto? How do I look towards the future with financially? Because all I've ever wanted in my entire life was financial dependence, and I've always been afraid to lose it. So, you know, money is everything to me, and you know, it's ups and downs. You know.
Of course. I mean, money keeps the world going round.
It keeps me in a house, but also, like, traveling is insanely expensive in Australia.
Yeah.
Insanely.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So I don't blame you for that, bro, because holy moly, a flight just from here to another state is insane.
Yeah, man. You're like looking at nearly $1,000 at some stages. If you're lucky, maybe $500. I mean, remember that trip we took to Queensland? We flew in Brisbane, didn't we?
Yeah, Brizzy, yeah, I remember that.
Then we got the hire car. We had an argument over the hire car.
Did we?
Yeah. I remember you wanted a full drive. I believe I chose a different car than what you wanted.
Yeah.
And then when we got there, they gave us a whole different car than we both wanted. And so it didn't matter.
Yeah, it wasn't up to us.
No.
I love four-wheel drives, and we didn't need it.
No.
We could have just gone in a Corolla.
I mean, I don't remember what that car was, but that was really nice. You could see the speed.
Yeah. It was a Mazda CX-7 or something.
Damn, you remember that by heart, don't you?
Yeah.
You love your cars, don't you?
Oh, I'm a bit of a car guy.
I remember being able to see the speed and like the distance from your other car on autopilot.
I just loved how it corrected you when you were going off the lines. That was amazing.
That was amazing.
Every car needs that, man. But I actually wanted to end it off by asking you the same question. What are you looking to achieve from now on?
From now on?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's a simple question with a complex answer. I'll be honest, man. I'm still trying to discover that for myself. I mean, at this period, it's healing both my knees.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 24, talking to doctors about an injury that people suffer when they're in their old age, you know, in being elderly. And talking to doctors like that, talking about them about arthritis and maybe possible spinal issues that, you know, I'll get into that. But all that sort of stuff's scary. So just healing my knees is an achievement on its own. Getting back into a wrestling ring eventually is another achievement. You know, finding a job again, you know, that's another achievement. Working on what we're working on. Just everything in life, man, as long as I don't go backwards and I just keep going forward, that's an achievement on its own. Man, I don't know where I see myself in the next 6 months or even a year, you know.
And what is your current greatest achievement?
My current greatest achievement. Man, I've had a lot of good memories and achievements, but I would say main eventing a wrestling show and having fans be so invested where they just keep chanting and chanting, it has to be one of the best feelings I've ever had in my whole life. There's a lot of other things that I could say. Yeah. But, you know, off my head, that has to be the best feeling I've ever had. You know, money essentially, I guess, could buy that, but for my life, no, money couldn't buy that.
Yeah.
That feeling of being in your favourite sport, entertainment, and doing what you love, main eventing a show, you know, I guess it gives you a bit of an ego boost as well. You got the attraction on you, you got the fans, everyone involved in knowing that you are doing what you grew up loving, you know, entertaining people. You know, just everything wrestling I'm happy that I've achieved to this day.
Hell yeah, man. Hell to the yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy!
Oh, man. All right, man. I think that's it for today. I think we're over time, so.
Yeah, a bit over time,
Did
man.
pretty good, eh? That was awesome.
This was awesome.
I kind of want to do this a lot more now. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I can probably do this a few more times. Maybe one more before I go out to work, maybe.
Well, before we end it, brother,
Yeah.
you want to slap your social media for the fans?
Yeah. OT, initials for out of town. It will be somewhere on the screen. You go.
And mine's pretty simple, at Jules Canan.
This
And
guy.
that will go up on the screen.
That
That's
guy right
all
there.
my social media.
That's Jules Canan.
Yeah.
I only have a TikTok. I'm happy with that. So, yeah.
Whatever I have, you search that up and I've got it. If I don't, then I don't have it.
Yeah, hope you guys have a good day, good night, stay safe, and have a good one, champs. So,
And make sure you're chilled with your mates.
we got to work on that.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Yeah. All right, let's one more tap for the camera. Ready? No, I was about to do it. Okay. Yeah. Cut.
Man, how long was that? Because that we already